Hello, it's Bryce here. Now, I don't know if you've noticed, but I am something of the competitive type. And right now, Squiz Kids is being smashed by our friends at the Big Squiz with respect to the number of listeners who have filled out the annual Squiz Listener Survey. Now, I know we all have busy lives, but this audience feedback is really important to us, and it will only take 5 minutes of your time. There's a link to it in today's episode notes and one on our website. The more feedback we get from you guys, the better we can make a product that works for you. And did I mention you can go into the draw to win a $250 voucher to the iconic Help Us, Help You, and Help Your Wardrobe all in one hit. Win-win. The survey, open to parents and teachers, closes next week. And a big thanks in advance.
Squiz Kids acknowledges the traditional owners of the lands on which we podcast, the Turrbal and Combermary people.
Squiz Kids! It's your daily news fix. Fun, free, fresh.
Hello and welcome to Squiz Kids Today, your fresh take on what's happening in the world around you. I'm Bryce Corbett. It's Wednesday, July 23. In Squiz Kids Today, jaw-dropping video from Mars. Amazon has a breather. Commonwealth Games kick off and why chimps love a cuddle. That's what's making news, kids style.
The Lowdown.
It's a Thursday, and you're all freshly back from school holidays now, so I reckon your brains are ready to be blown. So, try this on for size. A spaceship that left Earth 3 years ago has just flown by Mars and sent back jaw-dropping video of the red planet. And it will now spend the next 3 years speeding through space on its way to an asteroid located halfway to Jupiter. See? I told you it would blow your mind. The spacecraft is called Psyche, named after the huge asteroid it is headed for, and it blasted off from Earth back in 2023. It's taken it 3 years to reach Mars. Can you imagine? And now it will take another 3 years for it to reach its destination, the asteroid of Psyche. But, much like Aussie airline passengers doing a stopover in Singapore on the way to London, the Psyche spacecraft made a pit stop at Mars, spending 4 weeks in orbit around the red planet, gathering its strength and using the slingshot effect of Mars's gravity to flick it on towards Jupiter. Amazing, right? And while she was there, the spacecraft captured a whole bunch of videos of the Mars surface. And what did it show? The spaceship flew close enough to send back video of mountains and craters and even the planet's south polar ice caps. Because, yes, like Earth, Mars has an ice cap at its south pole. I've stuck a link to the video in today's episode notes. You're very welcome. Meanwhile, down here on Earth, there was good news for the lungs of our very own planet yesterday, with reports that the Amazon jungle has experienced far fewer wildfires in the past year. The Amazon is sometimes referred to as the lungs of our planet, given how enormous it is and the important role that trees play breathing in carbon dioxide and breathing out oxygen via the process of photosynthesis. And in the past 12 months, the amount of area impacted by fires in the Amazon has dramatically reduced, which is good news for all the animals who live there, and also for the rest of us who, you know, quite like to breathe.
Spin the globe.
Each day we give the world globe a spin and find a news story from wherever it stops. And today we've landed in the Democratic Republic of Congo, or DRC as it's also known, where scientists have been studying chimpanzees and discovered they like to cuddle. Aww. Have you ever been part of a sports team that gets into a huddle before a match? Just to put your arms around your teammates and send the subtle message by touch that you're a team and you're all striving for the same outcome. Well, chimps do that in the wild too, it seems. The act of hugging one another, coming in for a cuddle, or giving each other a reassuring squeeze is widely practiced in the chimpanzee world, especially in the lead up to events that might be stressful or which requires them to play together as a team. Chimps love a cuddle. You heard it here first.
Sport time!
Just when you thought it was safe to go back to bed, just when the early morning alarm clock that you set for World Cup games was packed safely back in the bedside table, comes another mega sporting event which is going to have you back in front of the telly. I'm talking about the Commonwealth Games, which kick off tonight and tomorrow in Scotland, as 3,000 athletes from 74 countries prepare to go for gold in a scaled-back event consisting of only 10 sports. For Australia, we're sending 256 athletes to compete in everything from swimming to athletics, netball, gymnastics and wheelchair basketball. Our national swim team, the Dolphins, make up 60 of those athletes, with 86 Aussies heading over there to compete in track and field. The host city, Glasgow, is the venue for the stripped-back games, and the mascot is Finny the unicorn, because the unicorn is Scotland's national animal and features on the country's coat of arms. And if you missed this week's Squiz Kids shortcut on the Com Games, do yourself a favour and go back and have a listen, because it's gold. Gold, get it? Like the medals. That dad joke alarm is so sensitive.
News hounds.
Every Thursday, Squizzy the Newshound sticks his snout into Squiz Kids HQ to report back on fishy things he's sniffed out on the internet. And today, he's got his green and gold tracksuit on, ready for the Commonwealth Games and ready to bark down any mis or disinformation he comes across. Just like the Facebook posts claiming that Aussie swim star Kyle Chalmers has pulled out of the Games. So, look, he hasn't pulled out of the Games. It's not true. It's disinformation. Kyle will be there on the blocks ready to swim for Australia. But that hasn't stopped some online disinformation baddies from creating posts saying that he's out. Now, why would people create and spread lies online like this? Because it has a shock value. And when people come across posts like these on their Facebook feed, for example, they're a bit surprised and they click on the post and sometimes they share it. And when they click on the post, they get taken to a website with loads of dodgy ad content, and the creators of this fake news story make money. And when people don't stop, think and check, as Squizzy always tells us to do, and instead share the post, the content spreads and tricks more people. Keep on sniffing, Squizzy, and keep on sniffing newshounds.
Q&A call out.
If you could ask Aussie Kids author Andy Griffiths one question, anything at all, what would it be? Would you ask where he gets his silliest ideas, or which treehouse book he loved the most, or whether he's ever made a joke that made him laugh so hard he couldn't keep writing, or if there's such a thing as a story that's just been simply too gross to tell? Well, now's your chance to ask him, because Andy is returning to the Squiz Kids Q&A hot seat to tell us about his new book, You and Me and the Gigantic Knucklehead, and to answer any questions that you might want to ask him. Now, remember, Andy's written more than 40 books, including the wildly popular Treehouse series, so there's plenty to ask him about. Email your question to squizkids@thesquiz.com.au. Teachers, of course, can send in questions from their whole class. And there are prizes, of course, for the best questions, including a signed Andy Griffiths book pack. But you've got to be quick. Entries close next week, so get those gigantic thinking caps of yours on.
Time for the quiz.
This is the part of the podcast where you get to test how well you've been listening. Question number 1. Name the jungle, sometimes referred to as the lungs of planet Earth. Yeah, of course, it's the Amazon. Question number 2. What's the name of the spacecraft and the NASA mission that just flew by Mars and is on its way to photograph an asteroid near Jupiter? That was a toughie, wasn't it? Well done if you said Psyche. Question number 3. What mythical animal is Finny, the mascot of the 2026 Commonwealth Games? Yeah, that's right. He is a unicorn.
Shout-outs.
It's Thursday, July 23. Today is Peanut Butter and Chocolate Day, one of the most inspired culinary combinations in the world of food, in my humble opinion. Today is also a special day for these Squiz Kids celebrating a birthday today. Amelia from Castle Crag, Ella from Palmyra, Alana from Doncaster East, Eliza from Gournong, and Hugo, who's listening all the way over there in Paris, in beautiful France. And belated birthday shout-outs go to Kevin from Petrie, Remy from Wanturna South, and Ella from East Fremantle. And apologies from the Squiz Kids team. We accidentally left you off yesterday's list. Our bad. Thanks for being patient. And belated birthday shout-outs also go to Alice from Dulwich Hill, Esther from Westbury, Ava from Botanic Ridge, and Dominic, Jake, and Elijah from Curry Curry. Now don't forget, if you've got a birthday coming up and you'd like a shout-out, or if you'd like a classroom shout-out, drop us a line at squizkids@thesquiz.com.au or fill out the form on our website. Well, that's all we have time for. Thanks for listening to Squiz Kids today. We'll be back again tomorrow with the Kids vs. Adults Weekly News Quiz, your chance to prove who's been paying the most attention to the week that just was. In the meantime, get out there and have a most excellent day. Over and out.